as everyone's taking their seats, I want to welcome you all here to Patti's 80th birthday. Yay! We are thrilled to have you all here, and I think I speak on behalf of Patti when I say that we are humbled with how many people showed up. It's wonderful to be able to celebrate with all of our friends and family. So we have people who have come to celebrate from all over the world, including people from Chicago, people from New York, people from Houston, Singapore, San Francisco, or wherever Ruka is flying in from these days. And we have people from North Carolina, yeah. So welcome everyone. And while many people have traveled here, there were a bunch of people who couldn't be here and would love to have been here with you. And instead they sent videos, and we will share these videos, these birthday wish videos with you in just a few minutes. Before we get to that, I will preview what we have. We have a number of different speeches of a bunch of people who want to wish you a happy birthday, tell you how much you mean to them. We have a trivia game with prizes. I will surely try to cheat at this game, so good luck. I know the answers. And then we will have a cake cutting and some more speeches. So before we start the videos, on behalf of everyone here, I also want to thank Auntie Bona and Uncle Jay for hosting and making this all happen. I got to see firsthand the amount of work you two put into this, and it's wonderful, and so we all appreciate it. And if we could give them a round of applause as well. So with that, since there's just a couple of things standing in between you all and your dinner, I think we're going to start the tribute videos to Patti.
Happy birthday today, grandmother. Happy birthday.
Hi, happy birthday. Have a nice day. Wishing the function every success. You guys have a great time. Thank you.
I am wishing you a very happy birthday. I pray to God to bless you healthy and happy, long life. You have been always a strength for me till today. After I lost Papa and Mama, you have been the main person. And I should thank you for what I am today. The successful, happy life that I am leading today. All thanks to you. And I should always be grateful to you. Think for her and always, if I need you for all the love and affection that you have been giving me throughout. Thank you, Arthur. Thank you so much.
Hello, Auntie. Happy birthday. Inia Kirandanar Vartikar, special 80th birthday wishes to you. I just cannot believe you're turning 80. Markandeyan Mari, Nikom, 20 வயசு வச்சுக்கலாம் உங்களுக்கு. That's how you seem. You're the youngest of the moms of our college group of friends. And because Pona and I stayed so close to each other, I got to see you so often, maybe every day. And we got to joke and fool around together. That was so much fun. I am in awe of your creative talent. And when you visited us with Meena, even my children got to receive some of your creations. The Halloween stick figures and maybe a scarf that you knit. I don't know what you cannot do. Maybe in my next Janam I'm hoping that I'll get some of your creative talent. Most of all, I admire your faith, your real staunch faith in God and His blessings. And that's what I want to wish you today. Plenty of that. God's choicest blessings to you on your birthday. Happy birthday and happiness and good health to you always. Happy birthday again.
On the eve of my sister's 80th birthday, I made a small write-up in Japanese, which I have now used. நம்மால் அடுத்தடுத்து பிறந்திட்ட ஆண்மக்களுக்கு பின் பெறாது பெற்றெடுத்த பொன்மகள் என்று நெல்லையின் ஆஸ்கோடா பாளையங்கோட்டையில் பள்ளி கல்வி முடித்து கல்லூரி செல்லும் கனவிலிருந்த உனக்கு உன் பின்னே நிற்கின்ற பெண்மக்களை எண்ணி உயர்ந்த கல்வி, தெரிந்த அறிவு, நிறைந்த பதவியில் ஒருங்கே பெற்ற மணாளனை மணமுடித்தார் நம் தந்தை. ஒரு ஆறுமுகம் பிள்ளையின் வீட்டில் பிறந்து இனி ஒரு ஆறுமுகம் பிள்ளையின் இல்லத்தரசியான வித்தைதான் என்னை. உயர்ந்த மனிதர், மெலிந்த தேவ், வெண்ணிற வேட்டியதும் ஒரு கம்பீரம், இது ஒன்றோ உன் தலைவர். முத்து, பவழம், ரத்தினமாக மக்கள் மூவரை பெற்றெடுத்தார். கலைமகள் அவர் நாவில் கலந்து நிற்க பெண் மக்கள் இருவரும் மருத்துவராய், பொறியியல் வல்லுநராய் வாழ்வில் தடம் பதித்து நின்ற போது பழம் நழுவி பாலில் விழுகின்ற வேளை கை நழுவி காலடியில் விழுந்ததென்று தாவி படர கொழுகொம்பில்லாது உன்னை இத்தரணியில் சரியாய் சென்றானோ உன் தலை. நீயோ உயரினை தாங்கி துன்பத்தை கடந்து உள்ளத்தில் உறுதியோடும் நெஞ்சினில் உரத்தோடும் உன் மக்களுக்கு அரணாய் மலைபோல் நின்றாய். உன் மக்களோ பெண் மக்கள் இருவரும் இதுவும் கடந்து போகும் என்று தக்க துணையோடு கடல் கடந்து சென்று தம் அறிவாலும் திறமையாலும் வெற்றி கொடி நாட்டி நின்றனர். பஞ்சபாண்டவராய் கொழும்பில் பெருவணிகம் செய்த ஐவரில் ஒருவரென்றோ உன் தலைவனி. அவர் பேர் சொல்ல வந்த பேரனல்லவா தங்க கையில் பையோடு மருந்துற்ற தனையன் பை நிறைய பணமோடும் ஓங்கு புகழோடும் உலகம் முழுவதும் கிளைகளோடும் அத்துறை போற்றும் தொழிலதிபர் ஆன அற்புதத்தை ஊட்டி சொல்லிட ஆசை உண்டோ. புலிக்கு பிறந்தது பூனையாகும். பேரன் பேச்சுகளும் அவரவதம் துறையில் பட்டொழி பரப்பதைக் கண்டு பரவசமடைந்தாய் அனுதினம். காட்டியார் மட்டுமல்ல குட்டியாயும் ஆகும் பேர் 1000 பிறை கண்டாய். இன்று போல் என்றும் இளமையாய் வாழ்ந்திடுவாய். வாழ்வு சிறக்க உடல் வளமோடும் உள்ள நிறைவோடும் ஆளையடி ஆளையாக வளமாற வாழ உன்னோடு பயணிக்க உடன் பிறந்த நான் ஒன்று தாயார மனமாற வாழ்த்தினேன். செந்தில் வேல் முருகன் அருள் சிறக்க சீரோடும் தோளோடும் வாழ். நோய் நொடியில்லாத வாழ். 100 ஆண்டு காலம் நீ வாழ். உன் வம்சம் மென்மேலும் தழைக்கும். வாழிய எம்மா வாழிய.
To the golden-hearted Banamal in the southernmost corner of India in the year 1942. Did your schooling in the Oxford of South India, excuse my pronunciation, exactly, yeah, thank you. Upsetting your plans for going to college, our father chose a bridegroom for you, a bridegroom who was educated, scholarly, and had a coveted job. It is a happy coincidence that his name also happens to be Arumugam Pillai. A tall man, lean structure, who carried himself with dignity and decorum in his white dhoti and shirt, whom one feels like saluting any time. You had 3 lovable children, 2 girls and 1 boy. By sheer intelligence and hard work, one girl became a doctor and the other one an engineer of repute. Life is not always a bed of roses, nor is it a Mills and Boon story where you live happily ever after. Like a lightning from the sky, the Father chose to leave this world for his heavenly abode. Though you were shattered, you did not lose your heart. Like a rock you stood strongly by your children and steered them to the shore of safety. With equal determination, the girls left for the United States with their chosen partners and swam the sea of life and reached the shore with comfort and dignity. Your husband's father was one of the reputed businessmen of Ceylon? Ceylon?
Sri Lanka.
Yes, obviously. As is the tradition in our family, your son bears the name of his grandfather. It's not just a name in equal measure, it's his business acumen also. How else can you explain a medical representative with a humble beginning becoming one of the world-acclaimed industrialists in the field of pharmaceuticals? Your grandchildren are in no way less talented. All of them shine with glory in their respective fields. As if this is not enough, you are blessed with a great-grandchild also. What he will become one day, only time will tell. You have seen 1,000 full moons. You are ever green and ever youthful. I, your brother, as one who traveled with you in the journey of life, wish you and your family the best of everything from the bottom of my heart. May Lord Muruga bless you. May you live a long, healthy, happy, contented life. May your cup of joy remain full forever. God bless. Your loving brother. Okay, so we are actually going to play a trivia game right now, and I have a microphone, so I will use it. And everyone should have on your table a note card and pens, if you wouldn't mind having everyone have a note card and pens. We'll get a beautiful prize. So it's important that you put your name or my name on the top of your note card. Your choice or the word, whatever it is, we'll figure out a way to score it. Okay, so the first question is, what is Patti's favorite color? Is it A, pink, B, red?
If you get this wrong, you
Yeah, it's the first question. Right. Good luck. They'll all be, just as smooth as that. Okay. Second question. How many steps, on average, does Patti get with her Fitbit in a day? Is it A? Now. Is it A, 10,000, B, 3,000, or C, 6,000? How many steps on her Fitbit does she get a day on average? Is it A, 10,000, B, 3,000, or C, 6,000?
I think you should disqualify her children from competing.
I will not. Okay, next question, number 3. What is Patti's favorite food? Is it A, dosa, B, lemon rice, or C, idli? Patti's smirking because she knows the answer. Is it A, dosa, B, lemon rice, or C, idli?
It doesn't matter if she knows the answer, it is whatever she says it is.
Okay, next question. What is Patti's favorite hobby? Is it A, watching TV serials? Is it B, handwork, such as sewing or crocheting? Or is it C, listening to songs on YouTube? There can only be one correct answer. Is it A, watching TV serials, B, handwork, or C, listening to songs on YouTube? There's a lot of discussion. I didn't realize this was a team activity. Okay. Shifty eyes and everything. Yep, okay. Next question. What is Patti's favorite phrase? Is it A, God bless you, B, Sairam, or C, Murugan Tunai? Is it A, God bless you, B, Sairam, or C, Murugan Tunai? Okay, last question. I won't. How many U.S. trips has Patti made? Is it A, 20 to 25, B, 40 to 45, or C, 30 to 35? Oh, wait. Okay. Is it A, 20 to 25, B, 40 to 45, or C, 30 to 35?
Just so you know,
How many
everybody wants to have all the six persons.
Yeah.
From the top.
From the top?
Six persons.
From the top, you can do it.
No, that is not part of your union team.
First question. The first question. What is Patti's favorite color? Is it A, pink, B, red, or C, yellow?
You got it right.
That's it.
Second question. How many steps does Poppy get with her Fitbit on average in a day? Is it A, 10,000, B, 3,000, or C, 6,000? Number 3. What is Poppy's favorite food? Is it A, dosa, B, lemon rice, or C, idli? Number 4. What is Poppy's favorite hobby? Is it A, watching TV serials, B, handwork, or C, listening to songs on YouTube? Number 5. What is Poppy's favorite phrase? Is it A, God bless you, B, Sairam, or C, Murugan Tunai? And the last question, how many US trips has Poppy made? Is it A, 20 to 25, B, 40 to 45, or C, 30 to 35?
Okay, now we're thinking.
Okay, now I'm gonna do it backwards. Yeah, exactly. What?
What about U.S. internal trips?
This is what the phone
Just
says.
India to U.S. Big distinction.
Oh yeah, please, you did clarify, there was some details. Yeah.
You wrote the questions. Okay, let me clarify because I wasn't specific enough. Now,
You are very precise, even though I
it's
wasn't.
how many trips to the US?
From India, India and US.
How many trips from India to the US?
Yes, and back together.
And back
That
together.
is considered one.
That counts as 1. Round trip
Yes,
from
you
India
got it, round
to the
trip.
US.
Correct. Rohit, thank you, I was
I'll
wrong.
give you a minute to revise your answer.
You still don't get eligible to get any grant.
Can't we go walk?
Okay, if you all would mind, maybe Rupa
Can you,
collect these note cards, and then we'll tally up the scores, and we'll read the results later in the evening. In the meantime, I think we're going to do a couple speeches before we get ready for dinner.
And also grandchildren who are here, who love Potti very dearly for their creativity, not included. I should have mentioned grandchildren and their spouses. Thank you. So, I want to start with the beginning. What?
That's good, man.
Potti was, you all call her Potti, but to me, my sister and my brother Mulanathan, she is our Amma.
That's why they call it.
Amma, Amma was only 18 when she got married. So Anushka will say it was a child bride. So she was a child bride and she gave birth to me at the age of 19. So you would consider it teenage pregnancy, guys. So I have the privilege of being the eldest in the Autumn family because Amma happens to be one of the 7 siblings. So she decided to have a child first. Like the way in my family, in my generation, I was the last to go. So, but in her family, she was the first to have a child. So I have the privilege of being Meena Akka to several of my cousins here. So let me start. When we were young, my mom was kind of like a child. So I remember very fondly, I don't know if my siblings remember, we would come home and we would be skipping ropes with mom. Okay? So there is an advantage of being a young mother, mind you, because you have a lot of energy. So I remember those times very fondly. That is not to say that mom is not strict. Mom was very strict. My dad, as my maternal uncle had mentioned, he worked for Hindu religious and charitable endowment, and his job was to preserve temples. And we had the pleasure of traveling all the time, which meant kids got dressed up, the 3 of us. We would go every weekend to a temple, and we would also go to Ooty because they have temples in Ooty too, in Kodaikanal and all those places. When we went there, if we misbehaved, mom would give us a stare. I can't even imitate that stare. She would say, Rohini, Rohini is me because that's my other name, right? Because I happen to have her mother-in-law's name and she's very respectful. So so I always listened to mom. And what I remember growing up, we had a lot of discipline, but everything was in the context of nurturance. So as a child and adolescent psychiatrist, I actually appreciate it now. You know, she didn't really, I mean, it was a perfect combination. We would get gifts every month for coming first in the class. So we were forced to come first. We had no choice, right? So it's just us, but then it translated to grandchildren as well. She is involved with raising grandchildren and even one great grandchild now. I remember when before Rupa was born, Rupa decided to come early, and when I was on bed rest, and Amma was there helping her for 3 months. And for Rohit's birth, Amma was there with me, and she saw Rohit when he was born. Of course, Ramni walked out because he was scared of blood. So hooray for, female power here. Like, mom was staying there with Ganesh as my focal point with them. So Ganesh was focal point, mom didn't leave. So grandchildren have been raised by her, and they will speak more about their experience here, but their experience with patti, as they say. What I would say, I don't want to make this long, what I would say is, mom is a go-getter. Nothing in life really stopped her. She would always say, "Innada life lo vandalum face panna Rohini." I'll translate for people who don't understand Tamil. Whatever happens in your life, you have to face it bravely. That's what she told us. She would also say things like, before the exam, she would say, "Wasi yosi say." That's after prayers. That means read, understand, and then do your answers. Whatever fears I had, Sudha, if you're listening, so that's right there. So I used to have fears about death when I was 10 years old, and I went to mom, and I couldn't concentrate on studies. Now you figure out why I went into psychiatry, right? So when I was so afraid, I didn't want to study. What's the point in studying? Went to Amma said, "You told me you're okay." And that was the psychotherapy she provided. That's all I needed as psychotherapy. So I was done. So just to make it, to conclude, I can't really beat what other people have said about Amma. But what I can tell you is, she brings light into darkness. Wherever she goes, she brings light. Every time she makes a friend on the plane, we get a phone call when she comes home. Her zest for life, her willingness to learn, her creativity, and also quick decision making, and her ability to have this level of energy at the age of 80. She's 80 going on 60. I feel like I'm 60 going on 80. So I have to ask Amma for blessings for all of us here, and I also pray to God to give Amma long life, health, happiness, and peace. Thank you all for coming, and thanks so much for this opportunity to be the oldest child in our new family. Thanks, Mom.
Hi everyone, I'll just echo the thanks that everyone said for being here to celebrate our patti, who we love very, very much, and also to my parents, and particularly my mom, for the amount of work that she's put into making all this happen. We really appreciate it. As Arnina mentioned, patti has been around for all of our births, but she also was around for much of our childhoods growing up for Rupa, Rohit, and I. She, at least 6 months out of the year, she was with us, and she was our caretaker while our various parents were at work. And I can say, as an adult, I'm starting to appreciate how important that type of support is and how much that can really mean. But as a child, for me, patti was the person that I would go bother in the middle of the night if I had a bad dream or a nightmare. And she gave me some really great advice, which I plan to pass on to my own daughter, which is basically to just try everything, learn everything, whether it's a skill or a sport or the arts, to just, while you're young, just give everything a chance and learn as much as you can. And although Patti didn't always have opportunities to do everything herself because of all the different circumstances people have spoken about, she's absolutely instrumental in making sure that her children and her grandchildren had all of those opportunities. Whether it was a cup of tea or just, a supportive word, I don't think any of us in this family would be where we are today, but for Patti's love and support. So we are so happy and so blessed to be here celebrating her 80th birthday. Although my whole life no one has ever believed that Patti is the age that she actually is. Everyone has always thought she's 10 to 15 years younger, but we are here to tell you she is in fact 80. And we are so, so excited that we could all get together to celebrate her. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I didn't even know what the agenda was for speaking, so now I'm speaking. Honestly, I don't know what the right words are to describe how much Patti means to me. She has such a special place in my heart. She's my orange Patti, but we don't call her orange anymore because of another 80-year-old man. But she's my cookie Patti now as I have grown. Patti, you've been a constant rock. I love you so much. The support, you always end up with the arm around my back, with just from the pure love and affection. It just means the world to me. I'm even starting to get emotional now because of how much she really means to me. I honestly don't know what else to say. I mean, being an only child and also having a birthday buddy, she's just always been there, part of me growing up, and I'm blessed to have her in my life. So, thank you, Patti.
Everyone, and with that, I think we'll dismiss you all for dinner, and I think we should just all get up and go back there. Great, whoever makes it there first wins. With my beautiful singing voice, I will kick it off. When I get to go ahead.
Matt, you have to please come. Please come.
Get ready, one, two. Everyone look at me.
Alright, did you all sing? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Patti. Happy birthday to you.
Takes a lot. Feels a little inefficient. Oh, we're going again. I don't know. Okay, now we're done, or do we? You can keep going. Okay. Okay.
Alright, so we are going to have this cake cut up, distributed to everyone. You have to eat it, it's delicious. And in the meantime, I'm going to invite Auntie Ona on stage to announce the results of the quiz.
The second question, how many steps Patti takes on a daily basis on average? So it's a little bit controversial, but I will tell you, for her age, I think she does an amazing job. The answers, the options given were A, 10,000, B, 3,000, C, 6,000. The right answer is C, 6,000 on an average. one. There are so many of you who got this everything right except this one. What is Patti's favorite food? Dosa, lemon rice, idli. Hands down it is idli. Every day, morning or evening or lunch, anything, she cannot be without eating idli. Anybody who wrote dosa, I think you were close, but that's not true. So it is idli. And what is Patti's favorite hobby? I think it's a tricky one. Watching TV serials, handwork, listening songs in YouTube. I'd say that most of the time is watching TV serials. So the handwork. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I was wrong. Handwork. She likes to spend a lot of time. Correct. What is Patti's favorite phrase? God bless you. Sayam Murugan Tunai. That's correct. God bless you. Right. And the next one, how many US trips? I think I want to take a moment here to talk about this. The answers, I'll give you the options first. A, 20 to 25. B, 40 to 45. C, 30 to 35. I'll tell you for a moment. But for my mom, I wouldn't be here today to have the life that I have today. I mean, that is as simple as that. Whatever I have achieved in my career, my family, is because of my mom's support. And I can tell you every year, she was with us. You all know that 30 plus, sometimes? Yeah, okay, I wasn't sure. I want to make sure that we are not going to announce your age. Every year, she's been with us, me with my sister. I think the amount of sacrifice, the sacrifice in terms of her sleep in the afternoon, or the sacrifice because I was traveling or Jay was busy. She's done as a grandmother. Forget what she's done as a mother. Definitely she was really a very strict mom. My sister talked to you about it. But I tell you, these trips she took them because she wanted us to have the life that we had. And I'll be honest, if she had not supported us, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I think I hope you all enjoy this evening. This is just to appreciate what she's been able to do. On a serious note, in 1984, when we lost our dad, we thought our life ended. We didn't know how to recover from that. It took us a long time to recover from that. And my mom was 42 years old. And we had no idea what to do. And all three of us, nobody was married at that time, and my mother, we didn't know. We really thought unexpectedly we lost my dad, unfortunately. And I think it is his prayers, all the work that he did, we are here today. And my mom just made us proud in terms of caring for us every day. It's all about her grandchildren. Sometimes I'm jealous because she only talks about Rupa. She only talks about Rohit. Sometimes she talks about only Ratna. So I think it's very nice to see how she has done what she has done. I put this question purposely because I want to take a moment to tell you she's been an amazing mother. We owe her a lot. And this celebration is just to show the sense of gratitude that we all have for her. With that, I'll give you the answer is 30 to 35. C, 30 to 35. So there were several people who got the answers, but since nobody got all the answers right except Ratna, but Ratna decided that she would not be part of this. So because she thought that since Matthew was announcing, she thought it would be fair. I have 7 people, and I will give the names if you bear with me for a second.
That's because she wants 10,000 steps. That's
No, that's not okay.
But it's fine. What do you mean? That's me.
So it's Rupa who got 5 out of 6 right. Ayodhya who got 5 out of 6 right. Ram Kumar who got a 5 out of 6 right. Must be something going on with that table too. But that's okay. Anushka who got 5 out of 6 right. Ashish who got 5 out of 6 right. And Saujanya who got 5 out of 6 right. 6 right. Since I have 7 people, I'm going to request Mahesh to come here. here to pick one of them who will be the lucky winner. Mahesh, do you want to come up? Come. Mahesh, come.
You have a boy?
No, I think Megha, can you come up, please? So Mahesh picked Anushka. Anushka gets the first prize for the rose. Congratulations, Anushka. The next one, I think Megha is going to pick. Can you pick one, Megha?
You can read it, Mena.
Southanya. Madhav, can you come here, baby Madhav? Read it. Ramkumar. Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you for participating, guys. We just want to know how much you know our mother. Thanks a lot. Now I'm going to hand this over to Rupa to say a few words.
All right. Hello. Right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have been accused of having a stronger American accent than Matthew. So I will do my best to speak very slowly. So I think one of the things we've heard a lot tonight is how much Bhakti was around for us as we were growing up. And so I was thinking back to all those times that Bhakti was there for us as we were growing up, coming, summer, spending 6 months with us. And I was thinking back and really thought of two kind of core themes when I think about Bhakti. The first was how friendly and how she made friends with everybody. She would make friends with everyone, anytime, anywhere. And I remember we would pick her up from the airport and we'd hear all about the new friend she made on the airplane from India and how, she was going to go visit her and, her whole life story. And I think at one point she ended up with more friends in Northern Virginia than Ratna and I had. So that was the first one. The second thing is how much she was always there to take care of us and care for us. And, I think she spent so many hours teaching us how to sew and embroider. Sorry, it didn't turn out too well. She spent a lot of time feeding us, giving us, making us muruku, malahaburi, dosa, teaching me not to count dosas, but only stop eating when I'm full. But the story that I think, my favorite story of how Patti was there for us and took care of us was actually much later, after I seemingly had grown up. But it was after Ratna and Nat's wedding in India. And Ratna had asked if I would go and help pick earrings for my mom. And I said, yeah, of course, I can handle this, very confidently. And so I decided that I was going to go to Tinagar Thangamaligai. And I decided that I would do this armed with Ratna's 3 American friends who also spoke no Tamil. And very confidently I was like, I'm going to go to Tinagar, I'm going to go to Thangamaligai, and I'm going to buy earrings because I know what gold earrings look like. And I thought that was the criteria. So I very quickly realized, and everybody around me very quickly realized, that I had no idea what I was doing. I was in way over my head, and I think everyone very quickly was like, great, she will pay anything, so I will ask her to pay anything. A little bit after just being like, this has been a terrible idea, I have to go back to Ratna and tell her I failed, I heard a very familiar, comforting Tamil voice. And next thing I know, Bhakti was there, with, I believe, Auntie Sarita and Auntie Sudha. Out of nowhere, these 3 women appear, and I was like, wow, my saviors. And I remember, honestly, the rest of this was a little bit of a blur because it all just happened so quickly. She saw me, saw that I had no idea what I was doing, said, okay, Mom, come. I came, everyone surrounded her. I started seeing like twice as many things as I did before. I think I was ready to pay half as much as I was about to pay before that. And Patti truly saved the day. And so that was probably a funnier story. but I think, even in the more unexpected times, Patti's always been there to take care of us and help us out.
சிறுவயதாக இருக்கும் பொழுது நாங்கள் சிறுவயதாக இருக்கும் போது எங்களுக்கு பள்ளிக்கு தயார் செய்து எல்லா தலைவாரி எல்லாம் ரெடி பண்ணிவிட்டு அவள் தலைவாரி ரெடி பண்ணுவதற்குள் ஸ்கூல் பஸ் வந்துவிடும். அவள் சாப்பிடாமல் கூட பல நாள் பள்ளி சென்றிருக்கிறாள். எங்களுக்காக தாய் போல் எல்லாம் பார்த்தவள். எனது முதல் பிரசவத்தின் போது அவள் தான் உடனிருந்து தாய் போல் கவனித்துக் கொண்டாள். எங்களது மரியாதையும் அன்பும் மதிப்பும் உடைய அக்காவின் 80வது பிறந்த நாளுக்கு நான் கலந்து கொண்டதுக்கு இறைவனுக்கு எனது நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Shanti, you need to translate that.
Hello everyone. This is my mom, Periyamma's younger sister. I just want to translate what she said. Sorry?
No, thank you.
Oh. I just want to translate what the few words that she said right now. She talked a little about how things were when they grew up together. So she said when they were very young and when they had to get ready for the school, my Periyamma was the one who used to get the younger kids ready for school, and she may not even have time for her own breakfast. She would skip that and take her sisters to the school with her. And when my mom got married and had her first son, that is my brother, Periyamma was the one who was there. So it kind of looks like Periyamma has been there for many of our births, and she has been, she appreciates all that Periyamma has done, and she was asking for her blessings. So that's what my mom talked about. So a little bit from my side, one of the things like I'm truly amazed is the energy that the sisters have, especially Periyamma's enthusiasm and her interest in a lot of things. Many of you spoke about the same related things. Another one that amazes me is the number of friends that she has. Like when I go on a trip to India, probably I talk one sentence to someone on the whole trip. But Periyamma, when she comes back, she's like, oh, I met someone, I have now 4 or 5 friends, and she calls them, she talks to them. It literally amazes me. I don't know how Periyamma does that. That is one thing I would like to learn from her, I guess. So, and of course, her artistic nature, the arts and crafts that all of them, the sisters, they do, that's another thing which I am not good at all. So, and Periyamma's blessings definitely has helped me a lot in my life as well. Thank you very much, and wish you many more happy anniversary.
Auntie, wishing you a very, very, very happy birthday. May you be blessed with good health and many, many more birthdays to come. Have a wonderful, blessed day.
Hi friends, today is my sister-in-law Mrs. Lakshmi Arman's 80th birthday. I am very happy for her. Since the celebration is happening in the US, we are unable to participate in the same due to our age constraint. We both have been living in Chennai for so many years. We often go out together for shopping, temples, and even for tours. We share a lot of happy memories. We meet in all the family functions and gatherings. We have stood by each other during all our ups and downs. I pray for her good health. I wish her a long, happy, healthy and contented life. I also seek her blessings on this occasion. Thank you.
Mrs. Lakshmi Armukam auntie, she is a young, beautiful, talented and dedicated and independent. She is a super mom. I am always admire her handcraft and tailoring work. She is a Lord Murugan devotee. Her Kalusashti Vradam is the most inspiring possibility to me. We wish her 80th birthday is filled with the filled with love from family and friends, unforgettable moments, and never-ending joy and happy memories. I am so lucky and blessed to have someone special as you in my life. Have a fantastic and fun-filled happy birthday. God bless you, Auntie.
ஆண்டி, உங்களுக்கு என்னுடைய 80வது பிறந்தநாள் வாழ்த்துக்கள். மேலும் மேலும் நீங்கள் சிறப்பாக நலமாக வாழ்ந்திட எல்லாம் வல்ல இறைவனை வேண்டுகிறேன். பெஸ்ட் விஷஸ்.
Hello Lakshmi auntie. Happy birthday. Wish you many happy returns of the day.
Congratulations. We are so happy that you are able to celebrate that with the family, and we wish you a very fantastic celebration.
And having seen 1,000 moons, here is our wishes for you to see 1,000 more, and with all your grandkids and great grandkids.
And also your kids. Bye. Soft-spoken, elegant, active, friendly, and definitely doesn't look the 80 she's turning today. That's Lakshmi Atte for me. Her courage and conviction are admirable. Wish you a very happy 80th birthday, Atte. Though I couldn't be part of the celebration today, I wish the function all success. I wish you the very best today and every day to follow. While I wish you good health and happiness, I also seek your blessings for me and my family on the occasion of your 80th birthday. Thank you and all the best to you.
To come here is very nice of all of you, so thank you very much for being here today to share the joy and how the family, obviously from what you have heard, there's an actual there's a Tirupura which says that Indra Poludin Periduvakum Tanmaganai Gaunronian Ketatai. The meaning for that is that there is no greater pleasure to a mother than for the society at large to say that mother's son or daughter is a noble person or achieved something and all that. That is the only pleasure a mother lives for. Because there is, and it actually says that the pleasure is more than what she had when she first delivered that baby. So that is how she has lived her life. And as they all pointed out, that the only thing that mattered to her was the success of her children. And I don't think I need to talk about how successful the children are, because they are living examples of it. Now the interesting thing today I heard was that her own sister said that it was not that she lived her life to make sure that her children are very well and takes great pleasure in it. She seems to have done that, even though she got married at a very young age, she seems to have done that with her own siblings. So she made sure that they also were doing well ahead of her. So that actually is a great quality in a person. So, thank you all. And I wanted to thank my mother-in-law because all of you were talking about how great she is. But she's very great for me because I've got the greatest gift in my life. Thanks to her. So without getting choked up, I just wanted to thank you all again. So I don't know what else is planned, so I'll let Matt for doing such a great job in seeing this and for saying Murugan Tunai very well. So thank you. Even Rupa said Tangmali guy, but you were very good at Murugan.
You complimented him without insulting me. All right.
So thank you very much.